Hello everyone, welcome to my math channel. This is Mr. Mahmoud explaining Algebra 2, Chapter 1, Lesson number 4. In this video, you are going to learn how to write down linear equation given some information like a point and a slope, or 2 points, or a point and a given line. So let's start with the slope-intercept form. This is the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, such that m is the slope of the line and b is the y-intercept. M is the slope of the line, b is the y-intercept. The y-intercept means the location, the point where the line cuts the y-axis. And you know from previous video that the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or the change in direction of y over change in direction of x. Example 1. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line, this line. So step number 1, let's find the slope, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Taking these 2 points, x1, y1 is negative 1 and 4. x2, y2 is 2 and 3. So you have 2 points now. Now 3 minus 4 over 2 minus negative 1. This will be negative 1 over 3. So you have the slope now. So you can use the slope and a point to find the y-intercept, because our aim is to find b now. We know that m is negative 1 over 3, and taking the point negative 1 and 4, substitute x as negative 1 and y as 4, so you can find b. Negative times negative is positive. Now you can subtract 1 over 3 from both sides to get b alone. So b will be 3 and 2/3. Put b back to the equation, so you can write down the equation as y equals negative third x plus 11 over 3, such that the slope is negative 1 over 3 and the y-intercept is 11 over 3, which is the same amount as 3 and 2/3. So the equation in slope-intercept form is y equals negative third x plus 11 over 3. Now it's your turn to solve. Pause the video, try to solve, and you will find the accurate solution will be D. Let me show you how. We are going to take these 2 points. This point is 0 and 1, 2, 3. So this is 0 and 3. And this point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 and 1. So now the slope m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 1 minus 3 over 6 minus 0. One minus 3 is negative 2 over 6, and this is negative third. Now here the y-intercept is clear that it's 3 because we have here 0. If you have a point with x as 0, so the number must be b, means 0 and b. So if this is 0, this is the y-intercept. It's clear, no need to substitute or to do anything. So just write down y equals mx plus b. So y equals m, which is negative third, x plus b. Since this number is 0, so this is the y-intercept, and it's clear that this is the y-intercept. So it is positive 3. So D is accurate. Now, write an equation of the line through 5 and negative 2 with slope of negative 3 over 5. You are given a point and a slope. So, this is a point slope form. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. This is another form. So, you are going to substitute with the point as x1, y1. This is x1, y1. Substitute. Leave the y and x as y and x, general. And put the slope m as negative 3 over 5. Now you are going to distribute. So y plus 2 equals negative 3 over 5x plus 3. So to get y alone, it will be negative 3 over 5x plus 1. Of course, because we subtracted 2 from both sides. That's why here 3 minus 2 will give you positive 1. So it takes this shape, y equals negative 3 over 5x plus 1. And that's it. This is the equation. Now it's your turn to solve. What is an equation in slope-intercept form for the line that has a slope of 2 over 3 and passes through negative 3 and negative 1? So we are given a slope and a point, so it's better to start with the point slope form. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So this is x1, y1. So this is y minus y1, which has negative sign, so plus 1. The slope 2 over 3 x plus 3. Now use distribution to be 2 over 3x plus 2. I multiplied by the first, multiplied by the second. Now take this one to the other side in negative, so y equals 2 over 3x. This will be 2 minus 1, means positive 1. So the accurate choice is A. Another example. What is an equation of the line through 2 points, 2 and negative 3, negative 3 and 7? We know that we need the slope, so we'll start by finding the slope. Let's name this one x1, y1. x2 y2. So m equals y2 minus y1 will be 7 plus 3, x2 minus x1, so negative 3 minus 2. This will be 10 over negative 5, means negative 2. Now we are allowed to take any of the 2 points using the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Let's take this point since it's already x1 y1. So y plus 3 equals negative 2 times x minus 2. This is the point slope form. We need it, as you can see in the choices, we need y alone, means we need the slope intercept form. So let's distribute. So y plus 3 equals negative 2x positive 4. Take 3 to the other side in different sign, so it's negative 2x. 4 minus 3 will give you positive 1. That's why D. The accurate choice is D. Now example 3. Which is an equation of the line that passes through 2 and 5 and negative 1 and 3. The same, we will name this one as x1 y1 and this is x2 y2, and we'll start finding the slope. M equals y2 minus y1, 3 minus 5 over x2 minus x1, so negative 1 minus 2. 3 minus 5 is negative 2 over negative 3, means 2 over 3. 2 over 3 means whether it's B or C. Now let's focus on this point. You can take the other point, by the way, is up to you. And let's write the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So this is y minus 5 equals 2 over 3 x minus 2. So y minus 5 equals distributive 2 over 3x minus 4 over 3. Now take negative 5 to the other side, so y equals 2 over 3x minus 4 over 3 plus 5. So y equals 2 over 3x plus 11 over 3. So the accurate choice is, yes, it is C. Now parallel and perpendicular lines. Lines are parallel if they have the same slope. We can say that two lines are parallel. Like here, this line y equals 2x plus 5, the slope is 2. And this line y equals 2x minus 1, the slope is 2 as well. They have different y-intercept, it's okay, but it must be the same slope to be parallel. Now two non-vertical lines are perpendicular if and only if the product of the slopes is negative 1. Means if you multiply the first slope and the second slope, this will give you negative 1. And really, if you multiply 3 times negative third will give you negative 1. So product means multiplication of the slopes is negative 1. Vertical lines and horizontal lines are already perpendicular. For sure, if you have a vertical line and a horizontal line, they are already perpendicular. Means no need for the condition in this case, because horizontal lines and vertical lines are already perpendicular. Now, if the two slopes, if their product is negative 1, means the slope m1 times slope m2 equals negative 1, it means that the slope m2 is negative 1 over m1. Negative 1 over m1 means opposite reciprocal. Opposite means different sign. Reciprocal means upside down. Opposite reciprocal. What does it mean, opposite reciprocal? For example, if I have the slope m1 as 2 over 3, so m2 in the case of perpendicular will be the opposite reciprocal, means make it negative and flip, so it will be negative 3 over 2, and so on. If you have m1 as, for example, let's say negative 3 over 5, so m2 will be opposite reciprocal, means if it's negative make it positive and flip, so it will be 5 over 3, and no need to multiply or to do any kind of multiplication. Just make the opposite reciprocal and you will get the other slope in the case of perpendicular. So in the case of parallel, they are exactly the same. If this one is 2, this one is 2. In the case of perpendicular, the other one will be flipped and we change the sign. Now, write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line that passes through 3 and negative 2. You are given a point and is perpendicular to the line whose equation is y equals negative 5x plus 1. So this is the given information. You know that we need the slope. So in this case, you know that the slope of the given line is negative 5, and negative 5 is like negative 5 over 1. So our desired slope will be, flip and change the sign, 1 over 5. Why did I do this? Because the word perpendicular is mentioned. So we don't take the slope as is. Negative 5 will be flipped and change the sign, means 1 over 5. Now you have the point as 3 and negative 2. So it's better to start with the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1, and this will be y plus 2 equals 1 over 5 x minus 3 distributed, so y plus 2 equals 1 over 5 x minus 3 over 5. Now move this one to the other side, so y equals 1 over 5x minus 3 over 5 minus 2, and this will be y equals 1 over 5x minus 13 over 5. This is the slope-intercept form of the required line. moving on. Now it's your turn to answer. So pause the video and try to solve, and you will find the accurate choice will be B. Let me show you how. Write an equation for the line that passes through 3 and 5 and is perpendicular to the line whose equation is y equals 3x minus 2. So the given slope is 3. This is the given slope, but the word perpendicular is mentioned. So 3 is like 3 over 1, and the desired slope is, flip and change the sign, it will be negative third. Now you have the point 3 and 5. So let's start by the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So y minus 5 equals negative third x minus 3. Y minus 5 equals negative third x plus negative times negative is positive. Third times 3 is 1. Take negative 5 to the other side, so y equals negative third x plus 6. So B is the accurate choice. By this, my dear students, we come to the end of our video for today. Till we meet again, goodbye.